Good afternoon, I'm Nikki Stimpson at the GBTA Conference in Hamburg at the broadcast studio. And this afternoon I'm delighted to be joined by Eugen Triebelhorn from TravelPerk. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thanks for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure and great to see you here in Hamburg. So let's get to the chase then. Will booking and travel behaviour change due to the increased travel chaos?
Well, it's a very good question. So we made a research this year just to get understanding how much it changed after COVID, especially in the end, right? So we made a poll, we have asked over like 4,000 travelers in the end and have analyzed over like 60 million connections this year. And the result is actually quite surprised in the end, right? Because like around like 78% of the people were experiencing a big disruption in the travel process in the end, right? And even like I think about that, like after COVID, there's like a lot of restriction already to make a business travel, right? But right now, even then they're traveling, they experience like so much pain and issues in the end, right? So obviously, I mean, like cancellations in the end, like US, for example, like the biggest country for cancellations right now. In Germany, as we are here in Hamburg, in the end, we experience especially a lot of like issues with connections flights in the end, right? Due to restructuring also like of Lufthansa. And in the UK, it's like just the number one for strikes. Globally in the end, right? And I mean, this is obviously not ideal, and we hope that at some point, like the supply chain will fix and we will see better results here.
Yeah, absolutely. And how have the travel disruptions changed the way people travel for work this year? Have you seen any findings from that?
Exactly. This is also like was one of our like after questions, and one of the points what travelers are doing right now, they definitely take much more time in the end. Like in average, I also like said that even like take one more night, especially before the appointment, right? And also like younger people are try to combine it like more with leisure in the end, right? So this is like definitely one of the trends and one of the solutions we're seeing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think with the hybrid work, you can work anywhere these days, can't you, as well? So a lot more flexibility. Yes. So we've talked a lot about AI at the conference. How do you think AI is going to improve business travel?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's already improving, right? So we've already like, intermediate identification processes in the end, right? So it's like better tracking in the end what the people are doing. The big question is obviously, right, if people will accept AI instead of a human in the end, right? And also like following the research here, what we're seeing right now, that's not the case, right? It's just only around like 6% of the people were saying, yeah, they could see an AI chatbot to replace a human being in the end, where the majority is like was like saying, yeah, we need a real human being on the other end, especially if it's urgent.
Yeah,
right?
if something goes wrong, you want to speak to a human.
Absolutely. I think like right now the best solution is actually like to use AI more in the background processes in the end, to optimize, also to help them to make their modification better on their own in the end. And as I mentioned, also like the notification, right, to be like much more advanced in the end, like warn them in the end. For example, like also today, right, as the Deutsche Bahn is on strike, right, just giving the options already. But I think we'll come to that, but also like the people should accept this in some point as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much, Eugen.
Thank you too.
I'm Nikki Stimpson at the GBTA Conference here in Hamburg. Thanks for listening.